They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New Orleans Saints.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run here for J.D. McKissic.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6. And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Dolgala. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissic wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the 2nd most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissic, a wide receiver in college.
They'll run with McKissic. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now Dolgala. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
couple up to about the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
8 yards to go on second down. From the gun, here's Hill. He finds his man Johnson.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Hill. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Dolgala. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Washington.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hill. Johnson's got it complete. He brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Hill. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. On 1st down, it's Hill. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And a nifty catch there for a 1st down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Hill now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Adam Humphries on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Blitz forthcoming, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Tressway now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before break. Hill flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hill on 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New Orleans.
Hill on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Washington 0.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Mike, he's coming, check in.
Let's make these babies cry. 70 Ranger. Let's make these babies cry.
Now Dogala slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Hill. And Thomas has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Play action. It's Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check it back. Check it back.
Here's Dolgala. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing is Dolgala. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll try to run with Gibson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be sacked. Gibson again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Gibson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Oh, he shifts past, evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out right at the 35. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Here we go.
Stiff arm. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 65 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Switch.
Back in 60. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Looking to throw. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it is. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Dayon Buchanan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 94 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Buying time to his left. Smith catches left side. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 17, Hill. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Hill looking to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington,
Thank you.